All right, a major win for religious liberty today at the U.S. Supreme Court as the High Court ruled in favor of a former high school football coach named Joe Kennedy, who was placed on leave by a Washington school district back in 2015 for reciting a prayer at the 50-yard line after games. In a 6-3 decision, the court ruled that Kennedy's prayer was protected speech under the free speech and free exercise clauses of the First Amendment. Now, writing for the majority, Justice Gorsuch, he wrote that, quote, that the First Amendment doubly protects religious speech. It's no accident. It is a natural outgrowth of the framers' distrust of government and attempts to regulate religion and suppress dissent. Here with the reaction is Joe Kennedy himself, along with the president and CEO of the First Liberty Institute, Kelly Shackelford, is with us. Joe, first of all, Coach, congratulations to you. How do you feel about it?
I'm still trying to get accustomed to, oh my gosh, we actually won. And the big sigh of relief and just immense thankfulness for the courts, the lawyers, and every supporter and every American who made this happen.
Let's talk about, so you would pray, as I understand, after the game at the 50-yard line. You did it by yourself, right? And then at times people saw what you were doing and they decided to join you. You didn't force them to join you. You weren't forcing players to join you. You weren't forcing the crowd to join you. They would do it voluntarily on their own, correct?
That is correct.
All right, so that's a free exercise of your faith. You know, one of the things that I love about the NFL is I think it's spontaneous. I believe it is. At the end of a lot of NFL games, you see players from both teams. They get together. Sometimes the refs even join in, and they get in a circle. They bend a knee. They say a prayer together, and they walk off the field. And, you know, if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to watch that part, but you don't have to participate if you don't want to participate in it. I think it's a little different than the Kaepernick scandal. What do you think, Joe?
I think every American should have the same freedoms of everybody else. The First Amendment is very clear, and I think it's awesome that that this was a big win, and it totally protects all Americans. So I don't expect to be any rioting whatsoever on this. I think everybody should be partying right now and just saying, hey, the First Amendment is live and well for all Americans, people of faith, different faiths, or no faith at all.
Kelly Shackelford, will Joe get his job back? Will he get back pay? Will he get damages?
Well, Sean, one of the neat things that people don't realize is Coach didn't ask for any money. He wanted to make that clear. All he wanted was his job as the football coach and to be able to say that 15 to 20 second prayer, silent prayer after the game. The court reiterated that that's all he asked for today, and so that's what he's going to get unless they want to defy the Supreme Court. So this was a great win, not only for Coach, he's been fighting this for 6 years, but for the precedent. I mean, my whole career, 33 years fighting for religious freedom, the default position when there's a religious expression has always been censorship. Well, that's over as of today because we've got a Supreme Court that made clear that the free exercise of religion and free speech are fully protected.
Joe, I can understand, all right, you don't want damages from the school district. Definitely take your back pay. They owe you that. And make them pay for your lawyer, too.
Yeah, I'll let the lawyers work that one out. I just want to be able to have the same freedom that I fought for 20 years in the Marine Corps. And it's just great that I have been able to still continue the fight and defend the Constitution.
Now, will you officially be hired back by the district? Maybe Mr. Shackelford, I ask you, will he be hired back?
That's all he asked for in the case, is to get his job back and to be able to say that 15, 20-second prayer after the game. The Supreme Court ruled in his favor, and so unless they want to defy the Supreme Court, that's what should be coming next. And in the fall, he'll be back on the field, and he'll be saying a prayer after the game.
Are you sure they're not going to try and keep him off the field? Why do I never trust school districts at all, but you sure he's going to be back out there?
Let's hope they don't have that fight, but we're ready to have that fight. If they wanted to defy the Supreme Court, I think they're going to realize they made a serious mistake. I don't expect them to do that, but we'll be ready if they do.
Well, if they do that, at that point, then bring me into the case. I'll be a free advisor, and then we'll demand the back pay. Then we'll demand damages, and I think they'll probably give in and capitulate, and they'll change their mind pretty quickly at that point. Fear of that loss is probably greater than the Supreme Court loss. Coach, great case, fascinating. I applaud you for standing for your convictions, your belief in God, and not backing down. Good for you, and great job, Counselor. You did an awesome job. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.